Tell me,
Yeah.
you can
Of course.
what you earn. Tell me.
Yeah, let me speak now.
Okay, now
How,
let me
how
tell
many
you
job
your
opportunities?
house.
How
Let me
many
tell you
students
from
apply
your
for
house.
them?
We are going to do Flux My Flux about a very historical and a very interesting topic. Our today topic is a Mughal versus British. So I am fever on the Mughals. So I would like to tell you the story of the Mughals when they came in India and how they started the rule. First, who was the first Mughal empire? The Babur was the first Mughal empire. The Babur was named the Zahiruddin Muhammad, and the nickname of Babur was the Baba. And Babur born in 14 February 1483. And after that, when in 1526, he did the battle with the Ibrahim Lodi, and he killed the Lodi dynasty, Mughal empire, Lodi empire, the Ibrahim Lodi. And after that, when he won the battle of the Panipat, after that he became the first Mughal empire of the Mughal dynasty. After that, he did a lots of fights and a lots of struggles. After that, he did a lots of good work for the people, which was in the favor of the people. And also the lots of things were made for the people. And also they did a justice for the people, which is really good for us. And the people says that the Mughals were very bad, and also they keep on doing the outrage. That is totally false. That we need to show the variety, and we need to know about the variety. If we don't know about the variety, so we cannot we cannot create any kind of misunderstanding against of them. And also we can see that the reality, what is that they did a lots of work for the people. And also they make many types of monuments and lots of things, the mosques, gardens, and lots of things. I cannot mention all of the name, because of lots of things. And also when they did the battles, and also they have to spend a lot of money in the battles. And also they did battles, and they won every battle.
I'm known as Muskan. At the present time, I would like to share my knowledge with all of you about the Britishers and Mughals. So, first of all, I would like to tell you this topic is really a very flux and reflexful topic. It's not a butt of jog or a piece of cake or a cup of tea. If we are debate for this topic, so according to me, we all don't have a proper knowledge about this. Our knowledge is just like a drop in the ocean or any physical high question. So now I would like to share my points with all of you. So the the Mughal Empire was an early modern empire in South Asia. As its peak, the Mughal Empire stretched from the outer fringes of the river basin, Indus River basin, from in the east, and the northern Afghanistan in the north, and the Kashmir to the south, and the highlands of the present day Assam and Bangladesh in the west, and the uplands of the Deccan Plateau in South Asia. In 1526, Babur came in India and he ruled all over the India. Baba did a lot of fight. Baba did lot of fight in their life. First of all, they battle of Panipat, second battle of Ghagra, battle of Chanderi, and so on. After that, Baba wrote a book, Nama. Then in 1530, Humayun came in India and ruled all over the India. Humayun did a lot of war in their life, and the most prominent war was the first battle of Ghagra and battle of Khava. And then Akbar, the most prominent ruler in current time also, because all know about the Akbar. Akbar did a lot of Akbar built lot of monuments, and the main focus of Akbar was making their broad relationship with Rajput, because on that time after Mughals, the Rajputs come up as in the most powerful density. That's why.
And today I'm going to speak about the Britishers. As we all know that the Britishers had ruled over us, and in the current time, the Indian people mostly see the Britishers in a bad way, like they had only ruled us, they made us their slave, and there are the too many things which were changed by the Britishers in the India. Like before the Britisher, India was only the village-like country, but they provide us the modern things, like the Britishers who entered in the India on the name of the East India Company, which was given the permission by the Jahangir, the son of the Akbar. The era of the Jahangir was also known as the peace era, because at that time there was too much peace in the country. But the East India Company, who started their ruling from the time of the Aurangzeb, from that time the East India Company and the Britishers started to go to the peak, and their era had been rising from that time. But the Britishers who gave us the universities, Western type of the education system, rights, these all the things only given by the Britishers. Because on the time of the Mughals or the any other kings, like there were the Rajput, Marathas, and the Suri's empire. There were too many empires in the India. India was ruled by the many kings, but they hadn't start this type of the education system, which was equally divided for the every person.
Everyone, my name is Akbar. I'd like to break the ice and break the news about a very interesting topic. This topic has a lion's share with point blank in the history. We cannot erase this history. What have Britishers done for us? We cannot remove this, and we know the importance of the Britishers. They gave the history of the Britishers. It was the company of the East India, and it has been formed in 16th century. And the motive of building this company only for the trading in the southern region. But after some time, this company ruled on India, and they built their party. So the ruling system for the kings are same. They rule on India, but they gave us the education system, good education system. They built the University of Kolkata, University of Madras, and University of Bombay. They built the good and healthy education system, which are called the English medium schools. With the help of this, we can become whatever we want to become, like doctor, engineer, scientist, and etc. And even the GDP was very down in the British period, but the education was very good. And they gave the permission of the equality to the women, for the women empowerment. Even they gave to the right to the women. Maximum bad work has been done in the history, but the reality cannot be changed. They gave us the technology, even the technology. Even they built on our rail network system.
Now I would like to tell something related to the history. So now we all are aware about the Mughals and also the from the British. So now I wanna tell you something comparison between the Mughal and also the Britishes. So now you can see that now time GDP what was that time, and now can you see that our country's GDP what is on level, and you can see that at that time what was. So you can see that now time we are facing a many kind of problems in the countries related to the current affair. So you can see that if I tell you about the Mughal governance. So firstly, I noticed that Babur came in India in 1526 century, and he ruled in all over the country. So according to my knowledge, so you know that about the Babur, and after the Babur, Humayun came in India, and after the Humayun, Akbar came in India, and in which century they ruled in all the India. So I wanna say that, as you Arman said in your speech, that EIC company and East India Company, I mean to say that their empires came in India to establish and build their companies, and as we all are aware that
Which were ruled by the Rajputanas, and
Rajputanas. On the
Yeah.
time of Mughal was on the first time. After that, Rajputs. So
Okay.
according to me, when Akbar decided to make a
Did
business
the-
relation with Rajputas,
these
on that time,
these kind of
Rajputs come
monuments
on the
will
power
not
of
give you
Mughal.
anything. These type of monuments
your
will not.
knowledge-
Are
if
you
your
are you
knowledge-
earning anything from this monument?
Yes,
Are you
of
earning-
course, our government earned from this.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the government. I'm talking about you. What's your benefit in this?
So you can earn anything from railway? Tell me.
Yeah.
You can earn
Of
anything
course,
from
of
railway.
course,
What you
of
earn? What you earn? Tell me.
Yeah, let me speak now.
Okay, now
How,
let me
how many
say
job
your
opportunities?
house.
How
Let
many
me say
students
from
apply
your
for
house.
the railway jobs every year? How many students apply for the railway jobs
So what
every
is the
year?
relation between you and the railway jobs?
Oh
Can you
my
tell me?
God.
What? Oh my God! Did you forget your point? Did you forget what is your topic? You don't have knowledge.
I
Why
know.
are you debating with me?
You
Why
are- you
debating
asked
around
me
the
what
why
is
you
the-
are
what
debating
is the
around
benefit
the
of the railway?
No,
What the bullshit you are talking here?
I'm not.
Today I'm going to speak about Britishers and Mughals. As we all know that Britishers came in 19 in 16th century, and they firstly come in Port Bandar in Gujarat. The main objective of coming of Britishers was only for trading, and there were many positive impacts of Britishers in in our country, like transformation of commercial subsistence farming into commercial farming. As we all know that on the time of Mughals, people 72% of our population was dependent on the agriculture, and that time people were engaged in agriculture, and in that time people were doing subsistence farming. That means people are only doing agriculture for feeding their family, not for earning money. But Britishers were the one who introduced the commercial farming. That means they teach us how to earn money with the help of agriculture, because at that time the highly dominating was only agriculture in our country. And second point, they gave us the monetary exchange of goods. Means means in the primitive time we are depending on the barter system, means exchange of goods from goods. But britishers introduced the currency. That's why we are able to purchase goods from the currency. And at that time people were using barter system, and there are many demerits of barter system, like unequal